Yo guys, what's up? Welcome along to another live stream here on the Chill Out Flight channel. Yo Sniper buddy, how's it going mate? Hope you're doing well. Nyaum, as you well say. So yeah, we're going to attempt our trip. For those of you who didn't see Thursday night stream, we went from Edinburgh up to Sumburgh in the Shetland Islands, and the arrival did not go to plan at all. We had two go-arounds, one landing that was extremely dodgy, and we are going to go and try it again because it's nice scenery up there. It's a cracking place to go. Very small runway, so it's a lot of fun. And I didn't do it justice on Thursday night, so we are going to go and try it again this evening. This is the route out of Edinburgh, up this way. This is what we're going to do, ideally, up to the Shetland Islands here, into Sumburgh. Sumburgh it's about 257 nautical miles away from Edinburgh, straight north, up towards Aberdeen, to the east of Lossiemouth, RAF base up there, for those of you who don't know. Stirling and that way out. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to do, last time we did, or Thursday night, we did the ILS arrival into Sumburgh. Today we are going to do the RNAV RMP into 27 into Sumburgh this time. So no ILS, no glide slope. We'll fly it in, and we're going to pull 6.4 miles. We'll pull track FPA and go down at 3 degrees. And hopefully we should get ourselves there where we want to be. So that's what he reckons for our speed. 160 at 6.4 miles. We'll pull 3 degrees. That's the glide down, in theory, what it will be. As long as we're kind of fully configured by 10 miles, 2,100 feet, and we'll come into Papa Bravo 27 Fox. That's where the glide starts, or the approach, and the descent. We'll carry that down. 3 degrees, we'll fly it down to minimums, and we'll try it again. There should be an RNAV arrival as well, I'd have thought. Let's have a quick look. 27, or is it 09? It's got the RNAV. 09. Oh, that's one, yeah, that's 09. We could try that one as well if we cock up on this one, but 27 RMP RNAV arrival. Should be, as you can see, RNAV there. We're going to try that out this evening. So, we are on the ground, like I said, in Edinburgh, cold and dark. I couldn't find a decent livery that flew up there, so we are going to be Wizz Air again, because, as the saying goes, Wizz Air goes everywhere. So it's completely cold and dark. We need to go set it up, get some passengers, and get ourselves underway. But it's a nice afternoon up in Edinburgh. It's about an hour behind live time, so I'll pop you in the full screen, and we'll whiz over to the flight deck. There we go. I've kind of parked in a kind of a weird place for some strange reason. That doesn't look too good, does it? What's happened to you? See if we get throttle cam back in the right view. There it is. I'll turn that off when we are setting up, and that way it's out of the way for now. But yeah, I put it in a little bit of a dodgy spot, really, haven't I? Look, that doesn't look too nice. We should have been in front of the terminal with a jet bridge, really. Another Wizz Air next to us, of course. Nice control tower in the background. This is freeware scenery for Edinburgh from flightsim.to. So let's go on. We'll go and crack on. We're going to turn a few bits and bobs on, and we'll get ourselves underway. Hopefully tonight we'll have the time to do the full return back to Edinburgh as well, which should be good fun because I've got nothing else planned for the rest of the evening. If I can just get the chatbot working. There we go. That should log that in. And we'll get Fly Live up and running as well to Echo Golf Papa Bravo. We are just going to be Wizz Air again. 25, that should give us the Fly Live across the top of the screen, ideally. In a second when I do that. And it should pop up. There it is. Cool, Fly Live's working. Let's go and set up this this aeroplane, and we'll get some bits and bobs going. And hopefully we'll get to enjoy some cracking scenery on the way into Sumburgh. It is a very nice approach. So we'll go and get the battery 1, battery 2, external power, click and clunk, and APU can come on. APU bleed. We'll arm the emergency lights. There they go. And we'll have the nav logo on as well. And we'll align the IRSs. Cruise supply on. Ground control can come on. And I think that should be the Top panel done. We'll do the APU fire test if I can get the thing. There, that is engine 1 and engine number 2. So all good, cool. So let's go and nip down, have a look at this flight plan, see what we're gonna do. Let's brighten that up. Brighten that one up. Decam. And we'll brighten up the FO side as well. Cool, there we go. That is what we were after. Right, let's jump over here. We're loading this flight plan from SimBrief. Let's have a look at the weather up in Sumburgh as well. Few at 2,400. The wind 310 at 11 knots, so much lighter than Thursday night stream because they were gusting up about 35 knots on the approach in, which is good. And QNH high pressure 1030 and 1031 here in Edinburgh. Winds are light, 5 degrees. Why is that engine booting up? What is it doing? Why are they? Oh, that'll be why. Get rid of that. Good stuff. Just always check, why is that not in? There we go, that's better. Good. Right, let's go and have a look at this flight plan. Give me a sec, guys. Someone's trying to get into my... Oh, clearly not. Right, anyway, let's have a look at what we're doing. So we've got 275 miles, not that far to go. Average wind is -29 and block fuel. So this reckons we need 6 tons of fuel. We'll take the exact amount required because not a long runway. We do need to be able to stop. Let's just take 6 tons, get that in, and we can go ahead and start to get some passengers. I'm going to start Volantis so we can see the landing as we go in as well. If I add the flight plan to that, there we go, perfect. Cool, we'll start the flight, we'll start the passengers, and we'll go and open the doors. And we'll let them come on. Right, passengers are coming, let's have a look if we can open the doors for them. External power baggage, let's get some catering as well. There they go. Right, let's jump down to the McDo and let's get set up for this trip. So if we hit add to AOC, we'll do the inner press. There it was 21:25 Edinburgh up to Sumburgh, 53-minute flight time, which is quite nice. And we'll go and get the payload as well. We have 174 people making their way up to the Shetlands. And there we go. Let's get rid of that and we'll go and do the init. Cruising at flight level 250. Let's just double check, make sure that is correct. Where's my flight plan? There it is. Let's look. Yeah, flight level 250 for the cruise. Just going to make sure because YouTube is not being happy.
From the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to see final numbers from the ground.
Let's go and do the init B. So block fuel, we're taking 6 tons. And we're going to take 0 fuel weights. And there we go.
We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight.
Guys, give me a second minute.
If your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
One of my boys after something. Right, anyway, so we're going to go and grab what we're going to do here. We need the alternates. Alternate today, we're going to head across to Norway, I think. It's going to be Bergen for the alternate, which it is. So we need 1.9 tons across to Bergen. 1.9 can go on the alternates, which is good. And what we're going to do is we'll get the average wind of -29. That can go into that should give us a tailwind, headwind, sorry, of 29. So a little bit less fuel left. We've got extra 1.2, which gives us 40 minutes roughly flying time to try again, and then we've got our alternate across to Bergen of 58 minutes of fuel should we need it. Good, so that's that done. Let's go and have a look at the flight plan. So Edinburgh, departure out, it's going to be runway 24. We are going to do the Greece 3 Charlie departure. That's going to go in there. It is right, an arrival into Sumburgh. We're going to do the RNAV under 27, and there's no SIDS or stars out of Sumburgh, so we'll insert that, and we'll just go and have a look down here, make sure it all looks tickety-boo. Let's go and get the plan menu up. We'll hit that plan, and here we go. This is the little, it should look something along the lines of this Greece 3 Charlie. Then we're going to make that little S shape bend out, 6,000 feet the max stop climb up to Greece. So if you're looking S and then straight out, so this is what we're going to do. Departure out, we're going to make that S shape up to Greece. There it is. That's where we're restricted to flight level 60 for then, and then make the cruise up 250 heading north towards Lossiemouth and Aberdeen, and then that's the RNAV arrival in, ideally. So we're going to come out to here, and we will do the Papa Bravo 271, which we've looked at these charts for this arrival. 271, oh sorry, 27 India, 27 Fox, and then that's where we're going to start that arrival in. Should have 27 Fox in there, which it does after that, and then there's the arrival in. So that's all good. 42 minutes that reckons for our flight time. Good. Let's go and get constraints on. We'll set the QNH 1031, like I said, nice high pressure, and let's go and grab the performance bobbler for this. Here we go. So airport code was Echo Golf Papa Hotel for Edinburgh. Let it get the info for that, and we're going to go off runway 24. Let it get the weather. 7 degrees outside, it's got the right QNH, 360, the wind's directly from the north at 2 knots. Runway is dry, anti-ice will be off. Takeoff weight, according to the McDo, is... what is it going to be? What is it going to be in it? 66.5. And the CG is forward. Takeoff flux will be flex, and packs will be on. Calculate that. There we go. So we can do a flex of 64, 37, 37, 39. Thrust reduction and acceleration 1424. Engine out acceleration 1424. Green dot should be 220. So let's go and we'll go and pop that into the performance and see what that gives us. So we're looking at 137. So it's going to be a 64 degree flex. Flaps will be 1. And we'll go with 137. 137. And V2 is 139. And so that gives us, yeah, clean speed 219. It's all within 1 knot, so which is good. If I drag this back across the seconds, you can see green dot 220. Our green dot is 219. And we want to put 1424 in the thrust reduction, and 1424 crossing the engine out acceleration as well. Hopefully that should update. There it is. Cool. So 24, that's all done. That's all done. Passengers should be loaded. The doors are now shut. And what we can do. Yo, James, buddy, what's up, mate? How was your afternoon or day at the airport that I saw early on Discord? Well, there we are. So 6,000 feet was the stop climb. That can go in. And I think we are pretty much good to go, to be fair. Pretty much good to go. There is our lovely little Wizz Air. Everything else done. Taxi out is going to be pretty short. Taxi will push back here, and it's just going to be right turn down to Holden Point there from runway 24 as we make the trip out. So let's we'll nip back in. Let's go and call the pushback fella and get him to come and say hello.
Cockpit to ground.
There we go.
This is ground. Stand by.
Yo ho, Smile Castle buddy, how's it going, mate? You join us on part 2 of this trip to Sumburgh after Thursday night stream went all to cock. Oh, you work for Nexus, oh, fair enough. At least you get to go and work at the airport. I mean, I do, I guess, occasionally, but not that often.
All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed. The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
There we go. Right, let's go and
Brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
double check we've got everything set up. All good. We can have the seatbelt sign on. No smoke should be on. That, and that can go on.
Flight attendants, armed doors, and cross-check.
Cool. Here we go. Let's try this again. So let's go and get that a minute. Let's go go backwards.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We are cleared for start and push. Parking brake set. Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Parking brakes are released.
Let's go and start an engine or two.
It will start in the sequence.
That can go there. And we'll have some fuel pumps on. That should be good fun. Yeah, James. I mean, I did mine out in Northumbria, just round the back of the airport. It was quite good. Rather nice people. There you go. There goes engine 2. Let's see if we can get pushed back this way. There we are. Perfect. I was going to actually, when we do that, I do have a Wizz Air safety vid, if you want to see that. Well, it's not a safety vid, but it's the Wizz Air safety thingy bob.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please direct your attention to the cabin crew as they demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft, so that in the unlikely event of an emergency, you will be prepared and know what to do. Please remove your earphones and silence your electronic devices to be able to dedicate full attention and follow crew's instruction.
I always start engine number 2 first, to be honest with you, buddy.
Lūdzu, izņemiet austiņas un izslēdziet elektronisko ierīču skaņu, lai varētu pilnībā pievērsties un sekot salona apkalpes norādījumiem.
I think the only, I don't think there's any other reason why, there's no reason why you can't start engine 1 first, but I think I always go with engine 2.
On this aircraft, there are total of 8 emergency exits šajā lidmašīnā, kopā ar 8 avārijas izējas. 2 exits are in the front, 2 izējas atrodas priekšā, 4 exits are over the wings, 4 izējas atrodas virs spārniem, and 2 exits are in the rear.
And we'll hop back into the flight deck and we'll start engine number 1.
It is important to leave your luggage and follow the floor path marking, which will guide you to the emergency exits. Evakuācijas gadījumā atstājiet bagāžu un
So could be a sanctuary internal flight Pakistan flies over the Himalayas. Oh yes, I saw him post that one. I haven't watched it yet, to be honest. I'll have to have a look. Or we can have a look at that a bit later on. Right, there's engine number 1 going. To be fair, last time I played a YouTube video in a stream, I got a copyright thing on it, so I might not be able to play it. I'll have to have a look. Let's do a flight control check. Let's have a quick look. There we go. Full up, full down, neutral, full right, full left, neutral, and we'll do the
Now
release.
we're going to show you how to use the oxygen masks and how to put on the life vest. Tagad mēs jums parādīsim, kā lietot skābekļa maskas un kā uzvilkt glābšanas vesti. The oxygen masks
neutral as
are
well.
located in the panels above your head.
So at least we can get ourselves going where we need to be.
In case of loss of cabin pressure, the oxygen masks are automatically
And
released.
pitch trims up
Skābekļa
0.1.
maskas tiek automātiski padotas, ja salonā pazeminās gaisa spiediens. When released, pull the nearest mask towards you. This will activate the
We'll
flow
go
of
and get rid of
oxygen.
the external power. That can go off.
External
power's gone, APU's off. Tax light on, and everything else is tickety-boo. We'll set the flaps to 1 as well.
Place the mask over your nose and
Start
mouth.
the clock.
Secure the strap and breathe normally.
And we'll get our taxi out as the safety demo finishes itself off, hopefully. Parking brakes off, that back to
After
normal.
putting on your own mask,
Set
please
the,
help anyone who may need your assistance. Pēc savas maskas uzlikšanas lūdzu palīdziet citiem, kam var būt nepieciešama palīdzība. Your life vest is located under your seat in a sealed bag. Jūsu glābšanas veste atrodas zem jūsu sēdekļa noslēgtā maisiņā. Do not remove it
Hopefully there'll be a few more mods coming for the Xbox.
It
is a bit of a shame that you can't use, for example, the fly-by-wire mod for this and
attach the strap to the hook in front and pull it tight. After leaving the aircraft, pull firmly on the right handle for the life vest to inflate. Pēc izkāpšanas no lidmašīnas stingri pavēlcētais sarkanā roka tur, lai piepūstu glābšanas vesti. The life vest can also be inflated by blowing into this tube. Glābšanas vesti var piepūst arī ar muti pušot šajā caurulītē. Infant's life vest should be inflated still inside the aircraft. Zīdaini glābšanas
Random guy, hello buddy.
vēl atrodoties lidmašīnā. And for further information, you will find the safety
there we are.
instructions card
We'll taxi out down to the
in
holding
front
point,
of you,
runway
which
24.
contains the important
We'll get
safety
ourselves
features of this aircraft. Sīkāka informācija varat atrast drošības instruktāžu slapā jums priekšā esošajā sēdekļa kabetā. Tajā ir aprakstītas svarīgas šīs lidmašīnas drošības funkcijas. Paldies par uzmanību un paldies apkalpe.
For some reason on the Xbox they've removed the black dot that shows where your wheels are. Alright. I've never played it on Xbox, to be fair.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I do have Xboxes, but mine are the only Xbox One, which can't actually
in case
play
your
it.
device does not have a flight mode, it shall be switched off now and remain switched off for the whole duration of the flight. Laptops and any other large electronic devices shall now be safely stowed for takeoff, landing, and
Right,
always
so let's go and
whenever
ding
the
the cabin.
seatbelt sign is on. Charging electronic devices on board is forbidden. Should you have any problem with your device, such as overheating, smell, or smoke, please inform
Ding the
cabin
cabin,
crew
we'll get the
immediately.
spoilers
Thank you for
armed.
your attention.
Auto brake max.
Dāmas un kungi, tagad var turpināt lidot savas elektroniskās ierīces tikai lidojuma režīmā. Ja jūsu ierīcē nav lidojuma režīma, tā ir jāizslēdz un jāatstāj izslēgta visu lidojumu laiku. Portatīvie datori un citas lielas elektroniskās ierīces ir droši jānovieto malā pacelšanās un nosēšanās
I'm
laikā.
hoping this safety demo will finish
Kā
by the
arī
time we want
laikā,
to
kad
take
ir
off.
drošības jostu gaismas signāls.
Should be getting towards the end. It's quite a long one, I think, because it does it half in English and half in.
Ja jūs ierīcē rodas kādas problēmas,
Lithuanian.
piemēram, kārkaršana, aromāts vai dūmi, lūdzu nekavējieties informējiet par to
Right,
salonu
we'll stop there a sec.
Paldies par
And we'll
jūsu
go and get some lights
uzmanību.
on. There you go, just finished, just in time. There we are. Right, what we're doing, let's have a look. Landing lights on. That can go. Take off, that can come on. And we're going to get ourselves lined up, I reckon. Random guy, see you later, dude. Oh, actually, we need to do the takeoff config. And we're going to set the, that to go to auto, that can come on. TCAS, TARA. 2000 in the squawk. No worries, cheers buddy. See you next time. Right, there is nothing coming either way, I wouldn't have thought. No. So yes, let's go and try this again, because Thursday night was a right cock up. 2 go arounds and a dodgy landing, so we're going to try it again. Should be a pretty nice ride, and we'll do a roll and take off. We've got V speeds 137, 139, climb nav 1 FD2, 6000 blue, QNH 1031, auto brake max, signs are on, cabin device, spoilers armed, and we are good to go. Ecam must take off, no blue. There's 50% N1. One, 2 clicks forward. Manflex 64 SRS runway, auto thrust armed in blue. There's 100 knots. V1, rotate, up we go. It's a positive climb, the gear's coming up. You're using the HRF whole point where players have 2 minutes to realise it was a waste. Now let's have a quick look at the Edinburgh behind us. There's someone going to whiz in an F18 right above us. Wizz Air is everywhere. It's even going to go to the Shetland Islands. Let's leave a climb. First time climb nav. 6,000 blue. Hopefully we'll get the sunset approaching to Sumburgh when we get there a bit later on. Shouldn't be that long, but we got 280 miles, not far at all to go. There's the S-speed coming in, we'll get rid of the flaps. Yo, Sellotape, did I use auto? I've just put autopilot in now. It's in now. So flaps, we'll go and disarm the spoilers. Actually, we should close the flight deck door. Let's get a bit of lighting on here. And we'll go and put a bit up here as well. So we'll see what we're doing. That can come off. That can come off for now. And we are limited to 6,000 feet till we get to Greece, of all places. Which is just here, I believe. There's Greece, and that's what we're limited. 6,000 feet is our maximum climb out. Not sure why I can't get the chart up, but we are limited to 6,000 feet. Well off the flight plan. I reckon we're going to go direct, and we're going to set Greece is a direct, because I'm not sure what that's doing, but it's not too happy, but that should sort it out. Put that back to engine as well. There it is, pretty cool. Nice view out of Edinburgh this afternoon. It is, what time we got that set for? So that is saying it's 5:30. So yeah, it's about 20 minutes or so behind live time. Dr. Moose, welcome along, mate. We are trying this. We're trying this flight again. I think you were here Thursday evening when we cocked it up. But yeah, we're going to try it again. We're going to try it again. Because it was really really poor arrival. Once we get ourselves up in the cruise, I'll show you a clip of the issues we had the other night. It did not do the scenery justice. How's your day been in Smile Castle? Apart from realising it was your own beacon when you were flying along? Or waiting to take off? Shopping and dad type duties. Have you still got your electric car still, Smart Castle? So 6,000. We're going to cruise at 2.5. We'll set that ready for when we get to Greece. Oh, it's gone back, has it? Fair enough. Did you get along with it then in the end? But did you enjoy having it or not? Looks pretty cool. You see the wind turbines just there in the distance. Well, there's Greece. Let's just get ourselves going up. 250. There we are. Thrust climb, open climb. And away we go. Dr. Moose, yeah, it's been good. I am one happy Geordie because Newcastle again had the win this afternoon over Brighton, so I'm very happy. Let's pull standard. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy and pretty good. Nothing too exciting going on really, but apart from that, I'm doing well, mate. How's your day been? Love the drive. Didn't have a home charger. Yeah, well, obviously, as you know, I've got a Tesla, and I'd never get rid of that. To be fair, but to be honest, I never thought I'd get an electric car. I always thought that I was a petrol or diesel head until I got the Tesla, and I can never go back to a normal fuel-powered car now. I don't think. And the savings compared to fuel is something else. I think if I get just for example, if I can, I don't know how well you'll be able to see my app in a minute if I show you this. Yo, Salutape, we're going up to the Shetland Islands into Sumburgh. I'll get the chart off for you here, look, buddy. So we're heading north out of Edinburgh, up over northern Scotland and into the Shetland Islands up here for an approach into runway 27 into Sumburgh. Should be pretty good. We tried it on Thursday night and I cocked it up something rotten, so we're trying it again this evening. I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to see this on the camera, but if I actually, throttle cam might be a better one to show you on because I can line it up. Let me show you this. I don't know if you can see that. If I put my phone somewhere there, if it wants to focus a little bit. Maybe not. So my charging stats there for the last 31 days for me to work nearly kind of 6 days or 5 days a week. It's cost me £56 to charge my car up, and the fuel equivalent would have been 342, which is it's a huge saving. Huge saving. (2454250). Cool. Let's go and get the landing lights off, and we'll get the seatbelt sign off as well. I'll skip that forward. So we are doing, like I said, we are doing the RNAV arrival into here. We're not doing ILS this time. It's going to be RNAV, or RMP RNAV arrival, which is going to take us via. So we got EVTEP, and then we got Papa Bravo 27 India 27 Fox. The 27 Fox, we pull 3 degrees on the track FPA, and that should hopefully guide us into the runway. So we need to work out 6 miles, 1970 feet, 5 miles, 1650, 4, 13, 30, so on. At 2 miles, we should be 700 feet, and at a mile, 380 feet. So we can fly to LNAV minima, which will be 470 feet, roughly. So just before the 1 mile mark, we'll be flying to LNAV minimums. So what we will do is I'm going to put some fixed info stuff in, just so we can work out that arrival in, because we need to be at 2,100 feet, Papa Bravo 27 India. So if we're going to put that in, Papa Bravo 27 India, and it needs to be at 2,100 feet from 25,000 to 2,100. So we need 72 miles for our descent. That can go in there. We should get that. There it is. And we'll go and put the extended descent line in as well for Echo Golf Papa Bravo 27. Just so we can see where we're heading to. And we need to have reciprocal jobbo for this. Which is 27, it's going to be 085 for the radial out, and we should be able to see that if we zoom out. There it is, just there. I do want to have a quick look at this this arrival in. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. I'll flip through here. There we are, so that's where we need to be, 2,100, and here is where we're going to pull track FP8 and we'll descend at 3 degrees. So that should be good. Excellent stuff. (261) almost at our cruise level, not very high. And we are approaching, so look where we're at. We've just gone past the airport went to the other week. Dundee is just on the it's on the ground just there. There's Dundee. And we're now heading up next bit on the left hand side, just slightly up here will be Aberdeen. Up towards Peterhead and Fraserburgh, and then up over the sea towards the Shetland Islands. So we're kind of going to have a quick look, make sure we've got everything, all tickety-boo is down here. Let's have a quick look. Engine, so we've used we've used a ton of fuel. We had 6 tons, that's about right. Bleed is doing its job. Pressure is 3,000, diff 7.7, and that is just slowly slacking off. 450 feet, cabin altitude 3,050. We should be at, we've got about 1,000 to go. We get our cruise. Chilly outside, -42. Everything's working on here. Essential DC, essential battery, DC battery, and essential AC as well. Hydraulics, all tickety-boo, 3,000 in all 3 systems. Fuel, like we said, we've used exactly 1 ton, and we took 6 tons, so that works out pretty well. We've got 5,000 left, and that's equal and balanced as well. APU is obviously off. Nice and toasty in the cabin. Doors are all shut, no one tried to jump out. Wheels are there, no one tried to nick them in a dodgy place. Flight controls was checked before, and status is normal. There are speed out cruise. by 2 degrees off. Whoops, that would be a muted microphone for some reason. Anyway, this is the approach the other night. Cheers, buddy, for letting me know. This is the approach from the other night into Sumburgh. The wind was quite strong. Actually, let's make it bigger. Quite strong, 31 knots. You can see where we're tracking. There's the runway there. And this was the first approach. If we skip forward a bit. Not that far. Where are we at? Somewhere here. It looked half decent on the glide slope, on the localizer, and just with that wind we were just a little bit off, but nothing seemed to happen. I didn't realise at the time. I should have read the chart a bit more. It was a 2.6 degrees offset localizer, where I should have disconnected the autopilot and tried again. It looked like it was going to swing itself round there, just there, but then all of a sudden it was we were well off. Wasn't going to make it. Then it was a go around, and off we went. So that was the first try. That was the first try in. So as you can see, this is what happened, and I didn't see behind that throttle camera there said 2.6 degrees offset localizer. So we try again. Where are we at this time? Let's have a look. And because of it being a short runway, I took 3 tons of fuel for this trip. So you can imagine how much fuel we had left. We had left after that. We didn't have a lot. We got 1,300 kilos of fuel left. And we're flying this outbound leg again. See what happened. I tried an auto land on this second one, just to see what that did. So this was a complete auto land this time. Stop it there a minute. There we go. And it looks slightly better. Still tracking off to the left hand side. But so yeah, I realised the autopilot wasn't going to bring us in, so I tried to do something about it. And that went wrong. As you can see, not going to happen. And I should have gone around there, but for some reason I didn't. There it is. Let's go around again. So that was try number 2. So Volante was showing. We're showing Volante on here. There it is. First attempt, and then we come back around for the third attempt now. And this is the third attempt coming in. Where are we at now? We'll check our current flight in a second. But yeah, here we go. Fuel was very dodgy at this point. I felt slightly happier about this approach. Here we go, this is what you want to see. I'll make it full screen for this. I felt slightly happier. And it looked a bit better. But then again, we didn't have enough fuel to go around again. It looked like if I was going to flick it round with the rudder then, just there somewhere, but we weren't quite on the deck, and we touched down there right on the edge. So yeah, well dodgy arrival. Well dodgy arrival. So hopefully it's nice. We are going to try to do a bit better than that. Topper drops in about 80 miles time. So yeah, I'm hoping that's this one tonight's going to be better than the one the other night. Cool. Yo, Jack Mac buddy, how's it going, mate? Welcome along. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. So yeah, we should be out over the sea pretty much, all coming up to the northern tip of Scotland, just out going straight over, I think that's Fraserburgh, just on that northeastern tip just there.
This message is brought to you by the ERU Corporation. The gear is 3500 AU. LE and their
So yeah, we have more fuel tonight. We took the absolute minimum amount of block fuel, 6 tons for this, so we have got more to go around if we need to. Cheers, Jack. Hopefully this arrival will be better than, like I said, the one we did on Thursday night. We are going to do, like I said, we're doing the RNAV. I wish that update would go away. What is this? Go away. That'll do. Some strange music in that playlist this afternoon. So yeah, we are going to do the RNAV arrival. As long as we get that 3 degree pulled on the track FPA there, we should be good. And the go around is literally a square, or missed approach is a square. To 040506 and background. We can go via EVTEP if we need to after that from Papa Bravo Mike 06 out there and back in again. If we need to. Anyway, that is the plan. That is what we're hoping for. And we should be able to fly this arrival quite happily. It is, Smilecastle is a pretty, I didn't realise that planes can actually fly squares, but obviously this one feels that a square is quite a decent missed approach. I think if we go on to runway 09 as well, up 09, yeah, that's also a square off the other side as well. Holy moly, this music's a bit hardcore for this afternoon. Jeez. Off you go. Yeah, it's a square off 09 as well. So they quite like the squares up in Shetland. I reckon we should just grab the weather up here as well. See how it's going. Looks like it's quite nice, a fair afternoon up there as well. High pressure gives the little fluffy clouds. Echo Golf. Papa Bravo. Let's grab this. Grab that weather. There it is. Wind 310 at 10 knots. Good visibility. Few at 2,600. 7 degrees. And yeah, 1030 for the QNH. So hopefully it should be it's a nicer arrival in than the one the other night. Actually, let's go put that in now, I reckon. One 1030 for the QNH, 7 degrees. Wind 310 at 10. All good. And the barrow ref, we're going to use LNAV minima for this arrival, which is 630 feet. That can go in there. So obviously we won't be able to use autopilot all the way down, but we'll use it as far down as or at least we need to disconnect at no later than that LNAV minima. So minimum call out, it'll be the autopilot off, and we'll fly it in. So no need to tune any ILSs up this time. They shouldn't have anything in here anyway, because there isn't an ILS. But we could put in, if there's any VORs or anything, nothing on there. There's no NDBs or anything to tune in. So rad nav can stay empty. We'll go and pop in this progress thing. We want let's put the airport in just so we know what we're doing. 27. There it is. 118 miles left to run. And the arrival should be quite nice. I did buy the scenery from ORBX as well, so we should have something nice to look at on the way in. Which is, if I show you where Sumburgh, there it is. So this is what we should be looking at. We're going to come in 27. Which I think is this runway here, 09. So we're going to come in from this direction, out over the sea and round this way. Should be quite nice. Look at that. There we are. That's the approach we're doing, straight over the sea and in. Looks rather nice. At least we will hopefully won't be able to see the side of the grass when we're done. We should be on the deck. But yeah, we will attempt to do that a bit later. I did, however, try the. We'll grab this a second. As you can see, my attempts into. I did keep practicing them a little bit, just try it out. They didn't get much better, to be fair. That was 3 attempts there. I did do the RNAV. Where was that? Oh, I hadn't saved the RNAV approach. I did try it. So what was this one? Oh, that was a takeoff. Out and around, and we came back in. I tried to... did try to fly it manually in all the way from out here. From about 10 miles, I flew this all the way in just to try it out. Landings, as you can see here, douche. And then down we went. So we had minus 473, minus 280, minus 205. So we'll try a bit better this evening. Our current flight should be able to see us tracking down here somewhere. There we are. And we're going to come in this way in. Top drop 30 miles. Then what we'll do is, assuming we get on the deck quite happily this time, we'll do the return back to Edinburgh as well. If you do want to fly along, we're on the North Europe server. If you want to join in at Sumburgh, have a trip back down to Edinburgh with us. So guys, just before top of drop, I'm going to quickly nip to the toilet, and I'll be back with you guys in just a couple of minutes. Yo, drag person, welcome along. Thanks for the sub on YouTube. Says I missed that. I'm gonna play it again. There we go. There we are. So top drop is coming in very soon. Just less than 10 miles. So we're going to go down 2,100 feet. So let's just whack that in. 2,100 feet. Let's set that on 3,000 for now, and then we can look at that in a second. Any 2,100 is the MSA around there as well, so that's fine. We can come down to that. We are over water for the whole approach, so it's nothing. Hopefully, is going to poke up and tickle out undercarriage. Smile Castle, you predicted 250. Wow. See if I can beat that this time. We will go auto brake medium for this, full reverse, max manual braking as well for the length of the runway, and we are still a little bit heavy. Not as in terms for the landing weight, but for the size of this runway, as it's only short. So there's top of drop. Let's we'll start heading down. 3,000 feet, thrust idle, open descent. 3,000 is set in there. So yeah, we got 1,500 meters to play with. So we want to be down just over the threshold and be on the deck as quick as possible. Or like I said, we're going to end up in the drink on the other side. So we are coming down nice and out. Good stuff. So we'll check. We'll keep an eye on that in here. Progress, we've got 67 miles left. We're going to lose 20,000 feet roughly, which is about 60 miles. So we're good to good for that. And apart from that, so the approach that we did look at just before is just so we got it clear again. RMP to now nav arrival, coming via 27 India, 27 Fox, and that is where we're going to pull that. We'll come over here, track FPA, and we'll set 3 degrees for the descent, and we'll pull that. Just so we head 6.5 miles, we'll pull it at 6.5 miles, and then that should hopefully get us down. Level 3 auto brake, full reverse. Yes, it's going to be full reverse, definitely, and it's going to be in max auto brake. Will probably, it would in theory, rip the wheels off. I'd have thought. I reckon we can get away. We did get into Dundee, which has got 100 meters less runway with medium auto brake, full reverse, and max manual braking as well. So we're going to try that. And hopefully that'll get us stopped before we drink some nice Scottish water. But yes, it will be medium, minimum of medium auto brake. So I think we're going to take a direct after that Mocha. We'll go direct to Papa Bravo 27 India, I think, because I'm not entirely sure how this is planning this out, because it doesn't look too useful for the survival at the minute. Yeah, it's gonna go. It's not. So we go Papa Bravo 27 India. Just go direct to that, and that should hopefully square that up. There we go. Just sort that out nicely. If we can get a flight plan thing on here. There it is. Good. Perfect. We do have a speed wise on here, so 6 miles we need to be. That's 160 140, 120, 100, 90 knots, and 70 knots, obviously on the ground. So 849 feet. We want to be at 160 knots, roughly. But we will be. Actually, that's the wrong one, isn't it? Oh no, that's the right one. That's it. There we go. 840 feet, 16 knots, 840, and then there's our altitude we want to be at on the way in. It's 6 miles. We need to check 1970, 5 miles, 1650, 4 miles, 1330. And that is the missed approach point. That's where we would go around. If we cocked it up, we'll go around just there. And pretty much sea level for the arrival, 21 feet elevation. So we've got 47 miles. We need to lose. What's that? We can. That vertical speed can come back just a little bit. Let's try 1800 for now. We need 30 miles. We've got 46, so it's pretty much spot on. A bit of finesse with VS. And there's part of the Shetland Islands coming up there. So we see on the map where we are actually. There we are. Hopefully the rad out will work. It didn't work the other night either. It was showing 0 feet, like it's showing right now. That didn't give us any. It still called out the height at 2,500, but didn't show us anything on the PFD. So we need to lose 10,000 feet. We've got 39 miles left, so that descent rate can come back even a bit further. I reckon. Doesn't need to be that fast. But yeah, apart from that, I think we're quite happy with this arrival. I'll be quite happy if we can get it on the deck first time. There we are, slowing down to 250 knots now, so we'll have a little bit of a speed brake just to keep that rate of descent coming down if needed. As we slow down, and we'll get make sure we are fully configured by, well, no later than really just after Papa Bravo 27 India. Fully configured. We want to be at least flaps 2 or 3 by the time we get here, to give us time to keep that descent coming down for the next bit. There's 10,000 feet. We'll have landing lights on. That can come on. That can come on. Ooh. Seatbelt signs on as well. And we will also start coming back to our green dot. About 20 miles out, we'll start doing that reduction down to green dot, which is going to be speed limit exceeded. That's a new thing put in. Speed limit exceeded there. It's not going to be. We're just about. There we are. Just about at the right speed. So we'll get rid of that speed brake. And what else we're going to do? We're going to look at progress out 24 miles out from the runway as well. We should be coming up ahead of us in a minute or two. Actually, we look at the green dot speed, weren't we? That's what we're going to check. Green dot is going to be... Green dot is 211. There we go, we go back on the local QNH, which is 1031. And we can go back into open descent now. I reckon that'll do. We'll start slowing down in a few minutes. Actually, I reckon 21 miles. May as well go and activate the approach phase. Now, there we go, that's active. So we know we're going to come down to green dot so we can configure up nicely. Was loading everything for... Oh. Have you got the... I'm assuming you put the sim update 8 in now, have you? To be honest, I thought mine was gonna... Mine wasn't gonna load first time this afternoon either. It kind of got stuck. I would say at about 95% it got stuck, and then all of a sudden it just was like that for about 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden it just loaded in. Seemed to be alright after that. Touch wood. There you are, there's our green dot speed. We've got 17 miles to lose, 4,000 feet, 4,3 to 12, so we're pretty good on that. We'll just keep that coming down now, 2,100. There it is. It's certainly got a mind of its own, this sim, to be fair. I mean, I've not had that, touch wood, I've not had many issues with it recently. It seems to be quite nice and stable. And that only ever seems to be since I've started using the add-on linker thing to shift all of the stuff I've got. Like I said, 101 gig of add-ons I've got for this. And now I'm only loading in 8.7 every time that I do it. And that seems to have helped quite a lot with how stable my sim is. Yo, Finby buddy, how's it going, mate? We are trying this arrival again. That you were part of this, the trip up here last night, on Thursday night, weren't you? So yeah, we are trying it again tonight. We are doing the RNAV arrival, not the ILS. So it should be pretty cool. We are struggling keeping 1,200 feet per minute. Look at that, it turns amber. It's a protection from the Airbus. With our speed and what we're doing, it's now kept us down to 1,100 feet per minute. Which, to be fair, we've got 2,000 and we only need 8 miles to be there, so it's not too bad. Should be pretty good for that. And there you can see what we're doing. Here, fully configured. Pull track FPA, 3 degrees, and away we go. And we'll keep the charts up to have a look. To make sure our height is doing what it should. No, Finby, I didn't stream last night. In the end, I didn't have time, so you didn't miss anything. There we are. We're trying again. We are coming in. Look at this. The weather's much nice as well. I think Finby, when we did it the other night, it was dark, it was cloudy, it was also raining as well. But this is live weather, live time, pretty much apart from half an hour. So yeah, looks good tonight. In fact, the sim looks pretty nice. Full stop tonight. Look at that, man. Even the water's nice and calm. The other night you could see the little, what they call white horses, or whatever it is, with the wind blowing on it. 35 knot wind we had on Thursday night, and tonight we have quite light at 14 knots, so it's quite good. Right, so there we are, 2,800 feet. With 7 miles to run before we make this turn to final in a minute. But yeah, Finby, we are doing the return flight tonight as well. So once we land, we are going back down to Edinburgh as well. Speed out star, 2,100 feet. We'll take flap 1. We'll sit the cabin down, because this could be dodgy. We will also stop the music. We'll get the sim volume up, so we can hear what's going on. There it is. We are going to arm the spoilers. It's going to be medium auto brake, max reverse, full manual braking.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
And hopefully runway should be over there. Yes, no go around tonight. That is the plan. We're going to have flap 2 now as well. Let's turn the light on throttle cam so you can see it. There it is. We are flap 2, 2,100 feet pretty much. We are going to go track FP8. There it is. There's the bird. Flight directors are off for this. And this will be the fun part in a minute or two. There's the turn to final now. You can see there's the bird. So this is the thing of an RNAV. There's no ILS, there's no glide slope, no localizer. It's all based on GPS pretty much. We'll have flap 3. We'll go set up this, so we're going to get this set to 3 degrees. Three degrees on there. So at this next waypoint here is where we need to pull that 3 degree descent. RMP. There it is. So at this point here, Papa Fox 27, Papa Bravo 27 Fox is where we pull 3 degrees for the descent. So we will have flat full. There it is. 1.9 miles we need to be looking out for. And that is 6.4 miles out from the runway just there. So we should be able to see. Yeah, there it is, look. Nice light wind. It's about kind of 13 knots. We reckon about 10 knots for that arrival. So it's not too far off. Oh, there's Smile Castle just loading in. I'm assuming for the return back. Get ready to pull this 3 degrees anytime. So this is the bit that's going to be exciting. We're going to pull it now. There we go. Track FPA minus 3 degrees, and this should pull us down now at a reasonable rate. I'm going to drop the gear. And here we go, 5 miles. So let's grab the chart. So at the next flight is going to be, the next check's going to be at 5 miles. We need to be 1,650 feet at 5 miles. So 5.5 miles, 1,650 feet. That might be slightly high. Let's just increase that 3.5 degrees. And that should see the feet per minute should increase. But yeah, 5 miles. We're slightly sick. There we go. 1,650 feet. 4 miles. 1330. We need to be 1330 at 4 miles. On this we should have, there we are, we're one, what is that, pretty much 4 reds. So there we are, there is 4 miles, should be 1330, which is bang on. So we can go back to 3 degrees now, and that should keep us going. So 3 miles, 1,020 feet. And if this works out, then Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt.
1,000.
So it reckons we're a little bit low. But look at this, 3 miles, we said 3 miles is 1020. There's 1020 at 3.1 miles, so it's all looks good at the minute. Next check is 2 miles, is going to be at 700 feet in 2 miles out. We should be 700 feet, 2 miles.
100 above.
So there's a 700 feet, 2.2 miles. So we are slightly, ever so slightly low.
Minimum.
Minimums continue. Next one, check, is going to be at 1 mile, 380 feet. Still reckons we're a little bit low.
400.
Right, here we go. Let's try this out.
300.
300 feet. We are 1 mile out. We should be at 380 feet at 1 mile. I reckon that's just a little bit low. Autopilot's off. I'll fly this last little bit. Good. Still looks 100 feet. Keep it coming down.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10, 5.
There we are. Reverses. Medium auto brake. Max landing. And we have literally made it down. That was nice. Very nice arrival. 40. Reverse idle. Auto brake can come off. Guys, there we go. Welcome down to Sumburgh for the first time properly. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. We managed to make it. Managed to make it. Track FPA worked pretty well. Let's just spin us round and get ourselves parked up. But I reckon that was pretty cool for an RNAV approach. Worked well. We'll turn around and we'll go and get parked up, and we'll do the flight plan, and we'll do the return trip. But yeah, I definitely did that landing justice compared to Thursday night Finby, I reckon. Let's go and find Smile Castle. He's over there. Let's go and park next to him, and we can get ourselves cracking for the return. The return back. Actually, runway 15. I reckon we've come off just a little bit at the wrong exit. I reckon. Try and get the chart up. Where are we going to go? We'll exit here. That should take us where we want to be. But yeah, I think that was quite happy with that. I'm not sure what the landing rate was, but I'm quite happy with how that's played out. It's a very small airport, is Sumburgh, but we will see when we come to the part of how much runway we need. Right, let's go and get the APU on. Bleed, those lights can come off. That can come off. That's a taxi. And we can disarm the spoilers and the get the flaps in. Yes, obviously 1,500 feet that we had to land in, we have 1,500 feet to take off on. So fuel-wise, we probably stick with the 4 tons that we got, or 3.9 tons that we have at the minute. And I reckon that'll do just so we have enough to get ourselves at least off the runway, or stand a chance of getting off the runway. Right, where's Smile Castle? He's parked. Is he on stand? Anything on this stand here? We're going to take this one just a bit further along, I reckon. I bet Sumburgh has never seen so many Wizz Airs on its apron. Yo, Dr. Moose, no worries, buddy. Thanks for coming along. Hope to see you again next time. I am going to go and run over this little small aircraft, but because I want to park here. Oh, is that where Smile Castle's parked? Well, we're going to stop right on his wing. We'll stop there. Parking brake set. APU is available. So we're going to shut down these engines for now. And we will let these passengers off. That be off, that can be off, that can be off, that can be off. Seatbelt signs off. Oop, and that can come off as well. But yeah, guys, welcome to Sumburgh. There we go. Very good. Very good. I was happy with that. There we are. 2 Wizz Airs. Look at the state of that. I should have gone the next one down, but they're all full of little aircrafts. Could have gone to this one here, but we'll stay there. That looks quite cool, to be fair. Leave that like that for now. Right there, the passengers go. We'll open the doors, let them off. I will take a quick 5-minute break. We'll get the flight plan made up for the return. We'll have external power and a bit of catering for the return trip, which is that. And are we going to get any steps for them to come? There's the catering. Here come the steps to let our passengers off. And we will have a quick look on Volanta at that landing rate, because I reckon that was pretty good. Let's have a look at the stats. Well, when I say pretty good, minus 279. Is that the right flight? Flights 1 to 1 for tonight. Let's have a look. Minus 210. That's pretty alright for the size of the runway that we had. There you can see the arrival in. We made the turn, and when we pulled track FPA, you can see there's our top of descent, and it went pretty much all the way down quite happily. And then autopilot came off, and I flew the rest of it in just there. So yeah, quite happy with that. And there's our taxi. Taxi just there. So yeah, all in all, a pretty good evening out so far. So what I'll do is I will leave you with a lovely sunset view. There's the moon coming out of 2 Wizz Airs up in the Shetland Islands. I will turn the sim volume down just a smidge, put the music back on while I take that, like I said, a 5-minute break, knock up a new flight plan, and I will see you all in a few minutes for the return back to Edinburgh.
Happiness, is it truly meant to last forever? I never knew my dreams could come true till you walked into my life. Like wings neath the wind, you lift me higher. Like the sun needed stars, you
Right then, guys, new flight plan is made. The passengers are off from that flight, and we are going to go and we're going to set up and get ready for the next flight back down to Edinburgh as well. Let's jump back in the flight deck and we'll get it set up, ready to go. So there we are. We got this all set up here. So we'll jump back down in the McDo. Not that one. We want that one. Atsu, AOC. Not that either. AOC, and we'll do the init press, and hopefully from Sumburgh we should get the new flight plan. Yeah, it was a 21:26 now on the way back from Sumburgh down to Edinburgh. 51-minute flight, quite nice, and the weight balance as well. We'll send off. We took 174 people up, and we have 158 to come back. So we're going to start them boarding, and we'll do the init request. Right, flight level 180 for the way back. I think that is slightly low. Let's just double check what that recommends. I don't think it should be 180 really. Just think 180. We might go. We'll go to. Let's go 240. That's a bit low. 184 all the way down. We'll have 24 in for that, and we're going to do init B. So fuel. We've got 3.9 tons. I might just up that just a little bit to 4.5 just to be on the safe side. Pop that in. We'll get the new flight plan. Edinburgh 6 degrees, scattered 4,700 feet, winds are light from the north, or from the west even, at 3 knots. Nothing stopping us down there. No rain or weather on the way, which is good. Let's go and do this. Let's go and do this setup. Yo, Captain Gator, how's it going, buddy? Welcome along. So we have 4.5 tons. Welcome along, buddy. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Captain Gator, hope you're doing well, mate. Let's grab the zero fuel weight as well. And we're going to put in, if we've got the new flight plan, which there it is now, let's go and grab the alternate. Alternate's going to be Manchester at 1.7 tons for the alternate fuel. There it is, 51 minutes down there. We've got, oh, extra. We've got 100 kilos extra. Yeah, good, thank you, buddy. Very well. So yeah, we got literally 2 minutes flying time. We can't cock it up. We can't be too heavy because of a very short runway. Down here in Sumburgh, so we'll put that back to there. We will set that back to 6,000 feet for this climb out. Put that there. Let's go and do the performance, see what it reckons we can do out of here. Let's grab the performance calculator. Here it is. Oop. I'll drag it across. There it is. Performance calculator here, and we'll go and pop in our bits and bobs. For Golf Papa Bravo, there it is. I'm assuming it's going to give us a toga takeoff. And we won't be able to do flap 1 either, I wouldn't have thought. But we're going to go off runway... What runway we're going to use? What's the flight plan recommend? Flight plan recommends runway 27. Ooh. Minimum runway length allowed is 2,000 meters. Well, we are going to try and get out of here on that. It's dry, anti-ice is going to be off. Takeoff weight is, according to the init page, 63.2. This is not going to be happy with this. 63.2. CG is forward. If we do config 2, packs on, what is going to reckon? It's not going to allow that to happen. Packs off, we can't do that. We're going to do a toga takeoff. So if we do config 3, no, it's not going to let us do that either. So we'll go and grab. Yeah, it's not going to let us do that, is it? 1,500 meters. It reckons we can't get out on that. So I'm going to go and see what this thinks in here. See if we can get out. We'll do config 2. That will help. No flex. We're going to do toga takeoff. 125, 126, 130 for V2. Hopefully that'll get us out, and we'll be able to. Yeah, it's only yeah, it's only just dark now here, so we wouldn't have been able to see it. I wouldn't have thought. I bet that was quite cool to see. So we are flight plan. Let's go and do that. Out of here, we're going to depart off 24. There's no SIDS available. You can't get out because someone's double parked behind. That would be me. That would be me. We're almost good to go. If you want to just push yourself back, I will stay in this view so you can't see what's going on if you want. Right, so arrival at the minute. Flight plan reckons runway 06. However, I quite fancy runway 24 because that'll take us out over this side, over the 4th or 5th, right over the northern side of the city of Edinburgh and in. So I reckon we're going to do runway 24 for the arrival, which will be nice. We'll do ILS this time. And if we have a look at the arrivals in the Perth 1 Golf, that is going to take us, where's that going to take us? Tartan. There's Perth, there's Greece. Let's try and change that to something a bit different. What's that one going to do? And we change the runway into ILS 24. Let's just put final in there and we'll sort that out on the way. And we are going to do 24 arrival. I'm not going to put a star in because we could vector ourselves into that. Reckons 39 minutes, not long on the way back. Let's go and put in actually the trip wind. Trip wind for this average wind is plus 25. Tailwind of 25, there we go. We've now got 3 minutes flying time and trip time's 44 minutes. So cool, we've got the performance done. 6,000 set on there. We have checked the flight plan. We don't have any SIDS out of here because it's not a big enough airport for the flights that we want to do. So let's do a flight plan. We'll double check this. We're going to go out direct to. We're going to go direct to Waffle, and then away we go. So we can go and check just as quickly the taxi out again. Not that one. Let's grab this one. Airport charts. Airport information. There it is. So it's going to be runway 2. Actually, you know what I've done? It's not that at all, is it? Departure's runway 27, not 24. There it is. Cool. That's why it wasn't happy. There we go. That's better. So runway 24, which is taxi out all the way here. We'll come on Juliet and backtrack 24. Cool. Let's get the pushback geezer. We get out the way. Smile Castle can get out the way, and we can get ourselves. Oh, there comes his wing straight through us. Boosh. Aircraft cargo door can be shut, and we will close the front door. Cargo door is closing as well, and let's just get the pushback going. Here comes the tug, and we'll make an immediately sharp turn to the left. That's the plan. That is the plan. We'll do that as well. We'll start the new flight on Volante. Add that. Add that. Cool stuff. Right, we're good to go. Tug's in place. Reverse. We'll push back and we'll take this exit off here. Smile Castle. His scenery must be slightly different to ours. He's going over the grass. You're trying runway 33. What's 33 all about? Okay, 33. What's that? 1,426 meters. There we go. We're heading backwards. And we need to immediately swing around before we get ourselves into a pickle. That should hopefully get us somewhere where we can get ourselves out. I'm going to stop that there, set the parking brake, and we can go and have a look at the engines and what we're doing. There goes engine number 2, it's up N2, and there goes the fuel. EGT should rise, and then N1. Perfect. QNH is still 1031. And yeah, there's no SID, so we're going to put 6,000 feet in. I'll just go with 10,000, that'll do there for now. And as soon as we get a good start on engine number 2, we'll get engine 1 going. Full toga takeoff, obviously. We can set auto brake to max when we're doing that. And also, we'll arm those speed brakes while we wait. There is engine number 1 to start. And we'll put that back to flight plan. We'll get rid of that discontinuity now. We'll depart out, we'll go direct waffle, and then, or waffle, however it's pronounced. And that should get us going. Let's have a look where Smile Castle's headed off to. There he is. So we are going to go flap 2 for this takeoff. And let's have a quick look. Is that engine 2 pretty much started now? Let's watch Castle's takeoff. If he doesn't make it, he's got a shorter runway than us. He'll be in the drink over there. Here he comes. Is he going to make it or not? Let's have a look. He needs to rotate any second now. Oh, is he going to make it? Jeez, just made it out. Just made it out. Cool. Let us get going. It's a good start on engine number 1. APU bleed off. That can come off. They can be on. That can be on. That can be on. That can be on. Taxi light on. And right, let's get ourselves lined up and back up to Edinburgh. Parking brakes off. Ignition back to norm. Flaps can travel to 2, and we'll go. There we are, let's get ourselves moving. Right, I'm going to watch these charts on here, just so we go the right way. And we should be good. Let's take this right turn. You blew a few slates off. It looked very close to the end, to be fair. Didn't look like he had a lot of room left, but he... Right, down here, this should be kilo to the left. If we take a right turn now, should put us on taxiway north. And then this should take us towards the to runway 27, and we'll do a backtrack and hopefully, if we turn right now, should be on the active. Nothing coming in. Nothing coming that way. Right, I was doing that. Flaps are now at 2. We'll ding the cabin. Auto brake is max. Yo, Patrice, buddy, how's it going, mate? Takeoff config is normal. I'm good, mate. How are you? We'll do a backtrack in a second. A nice little yacht off the coast there, look at that. Pretty cool. Right, let's get turned around here. There we go. Not too bad. Lined up. We're going to do a full toga. And I reckon we are good to go. Clay V speeds 125, 130, climb nav 1FD2. We will just we will stop the music, get the sim volume going so we can hear the engines roar. There we go. Perfect. So there we are. Climb nav 1FD2, 10,000 blue. We've got QNH 1031, auto brake max, signs on, cabin advised, spoilers armed, flaps are at 2, config is normal. So we get 50% on the M1. There it goes. 1, 2, 3 clicks forward. Man Toga SRS. Auto thrust armed and blue. So we have 1500 meters to play with for this departure out. There's 100 knots. There's V1 and rotate. Up we go. Looks pretty good where we're out. That'll do. Positive rate. The gear's going up. And we're above F speed. Flaps to 1. That can go in there. And we'll climb 10,000 feet. Let's just go and hit a direct to Waffle. Just sort that out on there. There it is. Cool. We are away. We got out quite happily with a couple of 100 meters to spare. Leave a climb on 2 clicks back. Thrust time climb nav 10,000 blue. There's the S speed. There is 250 knots. And we'll try and straighten that up again. Waffle. And we'll insert that. And we'll actually, Waffle might be a bit close. Let's go to Mocha. That should sort that line out. There we go. And here comes the S for flap retraction. There it is. Flaps are retracted. Just dim these down a bit. They're a bit bright now. It's night time. Cool. And with that, we can disarm the spoilers and get our lovely climb out of Sumburgh. How cool does that look? That could be a cheeky screenshot. There we go. Look pretty swish. Looks like the battle to start a battleship, like I can imagine. So I reckon we'll just keep going up. 260 for the cruise back. There we go. Director doesn't quite like to work in this latest update for this fly-by-wire mod. It's definitely a bit dodgy. Let's we'll pull standard. There it is. And I reckon we'll get a bit of music back on again now we made that climb out. We'll drop that down and hopefully get Saturday Night Tunes back on. Let's wind that out a bit. We'll see where we're going. Hey, put that onto there. 9,000 feet for 260, which is good. Fuel wise, we've got just about minimum fuel to get there. You can see it's Reckons 2.4 tons. To Manchester, we are gaining a bit more, but we haven't got a lot left. There's a nose dipping as we accelerate away to 290 knots. So routing on the way back is not too dissimilar to the route on the way up. Let's close that out. Let's get rid of that and that. So yeah, we kind of routed the same way up. Overhead Fraserburgh, down towards Aberdeen. And to Perth, we make a left-hand turn to Methyl, and then we're going to make a left-hand turn again, and we're going to vector ourselves into the ILS 224 into Edinburgh. It did give us 06, but this one should be a nice arrival. To be honest, nice coming out over the Forth of Fife, and then in we go towards Kinghorn and Cockensey into Edinburgh. And we get to see the northern side of the city of Edinburgh as well, which should be quite nice. Mind the bridge, yes, indeed. We could try and fly 100. That'd be quite fun. But as we are heading a little bit further south, you can see it's lighter, obviously, ahead of us than it is behind us. So it's getting dark up towards Shetland, but it is still light in Edinburgh. Hopefully, it may not be as dark as it could be when we get there. Flight time is not that long, like I said, about 30 minutes. Oh, I think Fly Live might have crashed. There we go. I thought you meant that on purpose, Malcas. I thought that was the Scottish way of spelling bridge. Mind the brodge. Something like that. Apologies for anyone who's Scottish watching, that was appalling. But brodge does sound kind of Scottish bridge, I think. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty nice. Back in the flight deck a bit. Actually, what we haven't done is turn the seatbelt sign off. And we'll go and set up our destination estimate of fuel on board below minimum. We know that was going to happen. Yeah, Finby, it's very nice, isn't it? Very nice. Go and set up the arrival just so we know what we're doing. And so we are going to do this 2-4 arrival in. So let's have a look. What have we got? 061 for the radio. Let's just go and put in Echo Golf Papa Hotel 24. 061 radio. And we want to be at, let's have a look at the 2-4 arrival. It's 3,000 feet. We want to be at what we're cruising at 2.6. So we need to lose 23,000 feet. 23, 36. Is it? Yeah, 23, 36, 59. So 60 miles worth of 60 miles for top of drop, roughly. 60 miles. That'll go in there. There's our top of drop, and there's our extended centre line for the arrival in. So what we'll do is, because we're going to vector ourselves in, we'll come off this arrival. Because we haven't put one in, it's just going to try and make it up as we get further down. There's Perth, then direct to the centre fix, final fix, and then into there. So we'll just skip on to plan a minute, and we'll zoom back in. So that's not too bad. That's what it predicts we're going to do. Centre fix, there's the FAF, and there's the runway. So it's giving us about a 10 mile, 5 miles, yeah, 10 mile final, based on that, which is not too bad. Looks pretty cool. Let's get that back to arc. And look at that for evening flying for a view. Pretty nice. Let's get rid of throttle cam so you can make the most of that view. How good does that look? To be fair, this sim does not disappoint for the views and the graphics. Have you got any further Finby setting up your sim with the fly-by-wire mod and whatnot? You could have joined in for the flight down. Turn that down a little bit as well. It's getting a bit bright. There we are. So there's our departure out. We had a little bit of a squiggle on the way out. But we will, like, so we did the RNAV into Sumburgh. We're going to do the ILS into Edinburgh. So we can just quickly we'll change the we're cruising 2.6, aren't we? So let's go and change that. So that should put that into not sure why that's not saying alt cruise, but 2.6 is in there. Alt cruise that should say alt cruise really. Let's go and pop in Echo Golf Papa Hotel 24, and we have 161 miles left. Hey, Jesus. Johnny boy! Welcome on, buddy. Jesus. All the time. Thank you, Johnny boy. Hope you're doing well, mate. Should be there's the northern coast of Scotland coming in now, if just you see it in the distance. I wonder if there's anything we can pop in VOR wise for Edinburgh. Let's have a quick look what we're getting. The Edinburgh NDB, I think will be a bit pointless. Nothing else we can really tune up, I don't think. Perth VOR and yeah, there's Perth. Nothing really on there. No, we'll leave that alone. I'll have a look at the ILS. So 108.9. Let's go and have a look in the RadNav for this. It's got 108.9 India Tango Hotel for the identifier, which is correct, and the final approach course is 241, which is there as well, which is good. We have 135 miles exactly to run, and top of drop is coming in less than 80 miles. You having a low cruise, Smile Castle, 11,000 feet? Let's grab some weather in Edinburgh. Let's have a look what's going on in there for now. So Echo Golf Papa Hotel Accept, load, weather. There it is, wind, very light, 040 at 2 knots. Broken 4,600, temperature is 6 degrees. So nice evening into Edinburgh this evening. May as well go and pop that in now. Don't think it's going to change too much before we get there. So QNH 1032, slightly higher than when we left. 1032. Temperature is 6 degrees. Wind 040 at 2. We'll go in. And we'll get the barrow from the charts over here. Barrow's 300 feet. I think that's that all sorted up. Guess you get the nice view of northern Scotland tonight. We've been at 12,000 feet. Looks pretty cool actually. Just looking at this departure out of Sumburgh, that looked pretty nice. We'll grab that screenshot of that. That is pretty cool. Was definitely worth the screenshot. So that top of drop, let's have a look again. We're coming in about 50 miles away before we get anything exciting happening. Not sure what it is. I must have had a lot to drink there. I need to go nip to the toilet for the pre-arrival bathroom break already. That'll be 2 in a 2 hour and 15-minute stream so far. That's got to be far too much coffee and stuff this afternoon, I think. But guys, I'll be right back just in a few minutes. Yo. So that's the top of drop now nicely. 40 miles. 20 miles, sorry. Top of drop. Nice. I was thinking for the next stream, maybe tomorrow night, we're going to go back into the CRJ, I think. And we're going to have a look at, I got the, as usual, ORBX scenery for London City, I think. There it is. So I'm thinking that will be quite good fun to go and have a look at tomorrow, or on the next stream at least. Go and have a fly into London City in the CRJ. We'll do a little domestic flight from Newcastle down to down to London, and we should get the views in, depending on which way we're coming, of either West or East London on the way in. But if you look, it's got Tate Modern, all modelled, and there's the city in the distance there. So if we're coming runway 27, we'll get that view. If we come the other way, and we'll see the O2 with its ripped off roof and whatever else. But that should be quite good fun. It's a very steep approach. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, that could be quite fun to try out, I reckon. Nice scenery as well. I think let's have a look at this. If we get the chart up, let's have a quick look for the approach in EGLC, isn't it? I think London City. Let's have a look. Approach into, if we come in 09, what is the? Yeah, glide slope 5.5 degrees on runway 09 and 27. Not that one. 27. Also 5.5 degrees. So yeah, that's what we do on the next stream. We're going to go out in the CRJ and go down to London City. I reckon that could be quite fun. Quite fun indeed. Anyway, top drop. Here it comes. Oh, a little bit of turbulence. As we look like we're catching up to Smile Castle, we might go over his head. There he is. Yeah, Finby, we're just having a look at the at what we're going to do on the next stream. It'll be a CRJ flight, I reckon, and we're going to try out going into London City. Now the CRJ, if you haven't seen me fly that before, Finby, then doesn't always go to plan. Actually, what's the descent we're going down to? Let's just start it off down to we'll start at 5,000 feet. There it is. Right, now here we go. Thrust idle open descent. 4,000 blue. So we will, for this arrival, now we're going to vector ourselves in towards Kinghorn and then over here and in. So if we see where we are now, where are we? Just north of Dundee, heading towards Perth. And then we are going to vector ourselves in. I'm not sure why we've got Cramlington. That's towards where I live. And get rid of that. That we can delete. Bye bye. And what's that? Is that Agped? Which it is. Let's just get rid of that so we don't get confused. Ta-ta. It's better. There we go. That's something that we're going to do like this, and then in, ideally. There you go. You can see that's exactly what we're going to do. 44 knot tailwind as well, giving us a little bit of a push. Where is Smile Castle? There he is. There's Dundee Airport, I reckon. That must be that just there heading in the distance. And there's Edinburgh down there where the rest of those planes are parked up. But yeah, ideally London City should be good fun. It's not going to be easy, but it will be good to have a look. So it was 3,000 feet is the ILS intercept 424. It is 3,000 feet. TCAS can go to below, which is there. Looks like we're just gonna lose the last of the evening light when we get in. ETA Finby, not long. What we got left? We've only got 46 miles left, so 18:34. Reckons about 15 minutes or so we should be on the ground. Not sure why Fly Live hasn't got it up, but it hasn't. Yeah, not long to go now. And I'll be off to have my dinner, I reckon. I'm getting a bit hungry. Hopefully with this arrival into Edinburgh we should see, because it's night time, the nice little pink control tower, or purple control tower in Edinburgh. What's for tea? Smart, I've got no idea, to be honest. No idea. Not entirely sure what I fancy either, because I had Papa John's last night, so I don't fancy pizza tonight. So I don't know, I might have to have a look. To be honest with you, I could really fancy a curry, is what I'm thinking. But it all depends on what Mrs. Flight, Chill Out Flight Channel wants as well. So yeah, we're heading direct for the centre fix now. Which should take us on to the extended centre line, which it does. So 10,000 feet we have left to the arrival. 10,000 feet we have, let's have a look. Ooh, 25 miles might be slightly high. Slightly high. Let's have the speed brake out. Let's get rid of a bit of that height. The speed brake should be out. There it is. So if you notice now the fly-by-wire mod, in autopilot, when you're in the, like that, you get half speed brake. If you take autopilot off, you can be cheeky and get the full speed brake. That's quite good. It's exactly what the real plane does. There we go. 10,000 feet, we need 30 miles now. Ooh. We are definitely a bit high. We have 21 miles left. We need 30 miles. So I reckon let's just pull that heading and let's just come off just a smidge. Give us a bit further to lose that height, and then we can go back ever so slightly high. Yeah, that's just going to give us an extra 3 or 4 miles there to sort that height out. There's the speed coming back now, 250 knots. Let's go and grab seatbelt signs are on, landing lights can come on. That can go on, that can go on as well. And we should be lit up like a Christmas tree. If we have a look outside now, there we go. Lovely bright landing lights. Swoosh. There's Smile Castle, he's at 3,000 feet. And the airport for Edinburgh, there it is. You see the runway just there. There it is. Let's check out what you're doing now. Keep coming down. We'll go back on. We'll go on the Q&H. So that's all set. 7,000. We need 21 miles. We have. Geez, we have 15. That is a little bit further out. I reckon we need to go. Just to get rid of a bit more height. $21 miles, 15.2. We need that to start creeping up just a little bit. Should be alright, I reckon. So we also need to have that now. If we go in here, performance, I'm going to activate that approach phase as well. That's going to slow us down. We still need more miles. We need quite a few more miles, actually. So we'll peel off a little bit to the left. And we'll just vector ourselves round in a minute or two when we can. I'm going to have to take us all the way around here. $16 miles, 5,000 feet to lose, 5 3s are 15. So we can, just in a minute or two, it's not going to be far, we can then start coming back round again. We will get the ILS up, which you can see, lock, approach can come on, AP2 will go on as well. We just need to be a little bit higher, sorry, a little bit lower. There's the runway, you can see what we're doing, there's the runway there, we're just coming literally back out a minute or two. That'll let Smile Castle nip in before us, and then we can now probably start that turn round. To the right again. 20-mile final, that should be more than adequate. Ooh, let's see. Head 130, and then that should intercept quite nice. There's the glide slope. 3,000 feet. We need 9 miles. We have 20 miles, so we've got extra now. There's lock star. Perfect. And we'll go flap 1. Speed brake can go away, actually. I think we're fine with that. And that should bring us on. Nicely to that. I'm going to grab a screenshot of this when we can see the runway in a minute. That was nicely worked out. I have that screenshot as well. Lock star, there's the glide, there's the localizer. Glide slope is coming to say hello. Perfect. We are flap 1 already. With a 20-mile final. You're following the full approach. Okay, no worries. We'll get ourselves on the deck and we can watch you. Arrive. Which runway are you going in for? You going in 2-4 or is it 0-6? There you go. There's the runway there. Just to the left-hand side there should be the nice pink, purple control tower as we go in. Yeah, welcome back towards Edinburgh. Looks pretty cool. Look at that. And you can see on the charts now what we ended up doing. We're just off to the side of the ILS, but there we are. That's what we did to line ourselves up. You're 2-4 as well, are you? Okay, cool. There you go. We just gave ourselves just a few more miles to head in. Pretty good. Right, let's have. Actually, we still don't need flap 2 yet, do we? Not really. Or we could have flap 2 and enjoy this approach. Just a bit slower. We'll get our speed off. But this looks very tasty indeed. A little bit of a tailwind, 15 knots. Let's turn the music down, the sim volume to come up as usual. We do that, and let's get the sim volume. There it is. Speed outside there's 3,000 feet is our platform altitude, 11 miles. Now we've got about 10, well, 11 mile final. There's the glide slope. We should get the glide at looks like 9 miles. 3 degrees. Perfect. Let's have flap 3. So you just come into our left then, Smilecast. Nobody, eh? There you are. This is a way better approach than 06. You get the views of both sides of the river as well. There's a glide slope. Glide slope start. Down we go. The missed approach. Climb ahead straight to 3,000 feet. So 3,000 set. We'll have flap full. And when we get on the ground, what we're going to do? So I think it's going to be vacate to the left. So it's going to be vacate. We're going to have to come off at Bravo, Alpha, and then into the... there's a control tower there. So yeah, we'll come down. We'll come off at Bravo, Alpha, and then right into Echo. Out of tanks fuel transfer, which we know we haven't got a lot of fuel left. Which is fine. We should have 2 whites, 2 reds, which we do. Excuse me. But how cool is this arrival? Right, cabin. A dinged. Gears coming down. There it goes. We are flat full.
Flight attendants, please prepare.
Spoilers are armed. We'll have low auto brake on for this. There we go. No go around. No, we should be fine, buddy. I think we should be all right for this. We got this. Lovely jubbly butter. So gears down, signs on, cabins are fire, spoilers are armed, we've got low auto brake, flaps are full, ecam memos, landing, no blue. One last check of the approach. I think it looks pretty cool. There we go, look at that. That is rather cool.
500.
500. Here we go. There you go. You can see purple control tower right just there. Two knot wind now. Nothing too exciting.
300. 100 above.
There's the autopilot off.
200. Minimum.
Minimums continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
There's the
Retard.
flare.
10. 5.
And there we are, there's touchdown. We got reverse screens and spoilers. There we go. 80 knots. 60 knots, reverse idle, auto brake can come off. And guys, welcome down to Edinburgh. This is our exit here. This should be Bravo, and that'll take us off nicely to where we want to be. We'll get off here so Smile Castle can land. There you go, dude. The runway is all yours. We have now vacated. We'll stop there, see if we can see him in the distance. Catch it landing. There he is. 1,400 feet. Just gonna get my lights off and then yeah, we can. Let's get the oh shit. Let's get the camera. There he is. If I get the drone camera, we should be able to go and catch him up if I can find it. Oh shit, where's it at? Free camera. Camera drone. Let's whiz up. We go and park ourselves here a sec. We should there's the touchdown zone. There he is in the distance, 800 feet. I'll put the parking brake on for our plane so it doesn't roll away. So maybe down there would be better. Here he comes in his Wizz Air. Let's have a look at this landing. Very nice. Cool. There he is. On the deck. Let's get off. Let's get out his way so we can get to our spot and he can get off. Parking brakes off and we'll get taxied out of his way. So if we head left this way, this should take us towards the terminal, hopefully. There's that control tower. Right, flaps are in, spoilers are disarmed. We're going to head up this way. We're going to take the next right onto Echo. We'll go try park somewhere towards where we can see that control tower. It is rather nice for freeware scenery for Edinburgh. This is it's about as good as you can get for freeware, I reckon. But yes, we finally made use of Sumburgh, and we did it justice tonight, I reckon, compared to Thursday night. So I'm quite happy with that. There we are, there's that control tower. Let's go and park somewhere up along there. Thursday night was messy, it certainly was. Certainly one of the not one of the best streams I've had, to put it that way. Or flights. I enjoyed the stream, but yeah, the flight wasn't the best. Right. We'll go and take stand 2. It's just here. There it is. We haven't got a marshaller. He'll tell us to stop in a second, hopefully. There we go. Parking brake is set. We are blinding the marshaller. He's got his sunglasses on. Let's go and turn off the lights so we don't cause him any more damage. And yeah, there we go. Let's have a look what we got. Jet bridge. We should be able to get a jet bridge out. We'll go and turn off these engines. APU is available. Engine 2. Engine 1 is off. And that should have been off. That can be off. 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 Seatbelt sign is off. Let's go and get the jet bridge. It should work, Finby. Forward door, passengers. There it goes. Turn on power baggage. And we'll do that as well. But yeah, there you go. Welcome back to Edinburgh, where we started off. When did we start? So, 2 hours and 45 minutes ago. Yeah, there you go. Finby should be able to see nicely. Connected to what you call it as well, air bridge, and that awesome purple control tower as well. But yeah, I'm not sure what was the landing rate for that one. Did anyone see? Let's we'll end the flight. See what it said. Let's have a look. Landing felt nice, to be fair. 268. Why aye. Finby, no worries, buddy. That's pretty much all we're doing tonight. That's us done. We've had the 2 flights out tonight. But yeah, there's that. That's what we did. Extended a few miles and down we go. No worries, mate. Like I said, the next stream will be in the CRJ 1000 into London City. So we'll do that. If we don't do that tomorrow, we'll do that Monday. But I'll see what I've got planned for tomorrow. There's Smile Castle just taxiing in. Is he going to double park like we did in the Sumburgh? Or not? Or is he going to be the decent guy and not block us in? No worries, Finby. See you later, mate. Thanks for stopping by. We'll let him park up, and then we'll wrap the stream up, and we'll get ourselves off to find something to eat, I reckon, because I'm certainly hungry. Clearly slightly different scenery for us. Straight into the fencing. But guys, there you go. Back to Edinburgh. So I'm going to leave it there. I reckon the passengers are getting themselves off. Not in a rude way, obviously. They are deboarding. You nearly stuck it in the terminal. It was very close, even on here. Yeah, it looks like it. So yeah, the passengers are getting themselves off and away to their destination for Saturday night out in Edinburgh. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. But yeah, we'll be back on possibly tomorrow, if not definitely Monday, with the CRJ 1000 into London City for a laugh, because I can't fly that for shit. So that'll be fun. And yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. Smile Castle, buddy, thanks for coming along, moderating and flying along as well. It's always a pleasure when you're in the stream. But yeah, I will see you all on a live stream very, very soon. But for now, take care, guys, and I will see you all in the next one. If I can find the button I need to press. There it is. See you later, guys.